Welcome back. I'm Michael Barrett, a certified Master Facilitator and the current board president of the SouthEast Association of Facilitators, SEAF, at www.seaf.org. No matter where each one of us was in the pool of virtual facilitation before COVID-19, I expect we're all much deeper in that pool now and will probably remain in that pool for some time to come. For those of us just dipping our toes, this medium can seem overwhelming at times. And even for those of us who have mastered the high diving board, it's important that we remain intentional about the tools, the techniques, and the processes that we use to ensure we are designing the very best meetings that we can. I recently had an opportunity to moderate SEAF's first all-virtual workshop with over 50 members and guests. I thought it might be helpful to share some excerpts from that meeting with you, describing not only what we did, but why, so that you can incorporate some of these as well into your meetings. I hope you enjoy. In this first video, I'll highlight two important best practices for kicking off your virtual sessions. The first is to create a welcome screen with helpful tips and suggestions for your participants to use even before the session starts. This can be a very effective technique to minimize that all too common occurrence where you consume the first 10 or maybe even 15 minutes of a session just trying to get everybody up to speed. The specific tips and techniques are obviously up to you. You'll see some that we decided to highlight in the video. Another very important best practice is to set the stage with the overall purpose of the workshop. We're all too aware of how hard it is to hold the attention of virtual participants. By using this technique, you can really minimize the risk that your participants will be less than fully engaged. I so appreciate having everybody here today for our session, Facilitating Collaboration in a Virtual World. I just want to say, I know we are all rocked by what's going on right now. One of the things that we've heard from SEAF members over the years is one of the things you value most about our organization is the sense of community that you feel as a result of being this organization. And when social distancing became the thing, your board got together and said, how can we do that? How can we maintain this sense of community that we've got? And also, like we try to do, give you the tips and tools and techniques so that you can carry it forward in a virtual world. And a lot of things, it's like, how do I create the kind of intimacy that I think is so important in a real non-virtual session? What we've tried to do today is to create an environment for you so that you can come together in this really challenging time, maintain the sense of community that you have said is so valuable, and also model some tips and techniques, some best practices that you can hopefully reapply back to your business. In this excerpt, you can see how we attempted to apply these best practices for our facilitation community in SEAF. In our next video, I'd like to highlight some of the best practices that you can use before you put your participants into breakout teams. Thank you.